Welcome to Scotland, a land where ancient legends dance with modern innovation, where mist-shrouded mountains tell stories of warriors and kings, and where every glen and loch holds secrets waiting to be discovered. My name is Jenny, and I will be your guide on this incredible journey through one of Europe's most captivating destinations. Scotland covers just over 30,000 square miles, but don't let its size fool you. This remarkable country packs more natural beauty, history, and culture per square mile than almost anywhere else on Earth. From the rolling borders to the dramatic Highlands, from bustling cities to remote islands, Scotland offers an endless tapestry of experiences. But before we embark on our adventure, let me share some fascinating facts that make Scotland truly unique. Did you know that Scotland is home to over 790 islands? Or that the country boasts more than 40,000 lochs? That's Scottish for lakes. The word loch comes from the Gaelic word meaning lake or bay, and these bodies of water have been central to Scottish life for millennia. Here's something that might surprise you. Scotland has 3 official languages. While English is widely spoken, Scottish Gaelic and Scots are also recognized. You'll see Gaelic road signs throughout the Highlands, a beautiful reminder of Scotland's Celtic heritage. The Gaelic greeting, "Fáilte," means welcome, and you'll feel that warmth everywhere you go. Scotland is also the birthplace of golf, with the Royal and Ancient Golf Club of St. Andrews dating back to 1754. The game has been played here for over 600 years, making it truly the home of golf. And speaking of inventions, Scotland gave the world the telephone, television, penicillin, and even the adhesive postage stamp. Not bad for a country smaller than South Carolina. The Scottish clan system, with its distinctive tartans and fierce loyalties, shaped much of the country's turbulent history. Each clan had its own territory, traditions, and tartan patterns, a system that continues to fascinate visitors today. The Highland Games, still held throughout Scotland, celebrate this heritage with traditional sports like caber tossing and hammer throwing. Now it's time to explore the best places in Scotland. Our journey begins in Edinburgh, Scotland's capital, and a city that perfectly embodies the country's blend of ancient and modern. The Royal Mile, stretching from Edinburgh Castle to the Palace of Holyrood House, is arguably Scotland's most famous street. These ancient cobblestones have witnessed coronations, executions, and countless moments of history. Today, they're lined with shops selling everything from traditional Scottish woolens to contemporary crafts. St. Giles's Cathedral, with its distinctive crown spire, has been Edinburgh's High Kirk for over 900 years. This is where John Knox preached the Scottish Reformation, fundamentally changing the country's religious landscape. The cathedral's Thistle Chapel, dedicated to Scotland's highest order of chivalry, is considered one of the finest examples of Gothic architecture in Scotland. But Edinburgh truly comes alive during August, when the city hosts the world's largest arts festival. The Edinburgh International Festival, the Fringe, the Military Tattoo, and several other festivals transform the city into a global cultural hub. For breathtaking views of the city, climb Arthur's Seat, Edinburgh's highest peak. This ancient volcano offers 360-degree views of the city, the Pentland Hills, and the North Sea. It's a moderate hike that rewards you with some of the most spectacular urban vistas in Europe. From Edinburgh, we journey north to the Scottish Highlands and perhaps the most famous lake in the world, Loch Ness. This extraordinary body of water stretches for 23 miles through the Great Glen, containing more fresh water than all the lakes in England and Wales combined. The loch reaches depths of nearly 800 feet, and its peat-stained waters are so dark that visibility is limited to just a few feet. These mysterious depths have fueled legends for centuries, most famously the tale of the Loch Ness monster, or Nessie, as locals affectionately call her. The first recorded sighting of a creature in Loch Ness dates back to 565 AD, when St. Columba allegedly encountered a water beast. The modern legend took off in 1934 with the famous surgeon's photograph, later revealed to be a hoax. But whether you believe in Nessie or not, there's no denying the lake's haunting beauty and the thrill of scanning its surface for any unusual disturbances. Overlooking the loch stands Urquhart Castle, one of Scotland's most photographed ruins. This 13th century fortress has witnessed some of Scotland's most dramatic moments, from medieval sieges to Jacobite uprisings. The castle's strategic position offers commanding views of the loch and serves as the perfect spot for monster watching. Taking a cruise on Loch Ness gives you a true appreciation of its scale and beauty. The loch is part of the Caledonian Canal, an engineering marvel that connects Scotland's east and west coasts. As you glide across these ancient waters, surrounded by heather-covered hills and ancient Caledonian forests, you'll understand why this landscape has inspired so many legends. Connected to the mainland by the graceful Skye Bridge, the Isle of Skye is often called the Jewel of the Inner Hebrides. This island offers some of the most dramatic and otherworldly landscapes in Scotland, where ancient volcanic activity has created a geological masterpiece. The Cuillin Mountains dominate Skye's landscape, their jagged peaks creating a skyline that looks almost alien. These mountains are divided into two ranges, the Red Cuillins, composed of granite, and the Black Cuillins, made of gabbro. The Black Cuillins are considered some of the most challenging climbing terrain in the UK, attracting mountaineers from around the world. The fairy pools, a series of crystal-clear waterfalls and pools at the foot of the Black Cuillins, are among Skye's most magical locations. The water here is so pure and clear that it seems almost artificial. Local legend says that fairies bathe in these pools, and on a misty morning, you might almost believe it. The Old Man of Storr, a 50-meter-tall rocky pinnacle, is perhaps Skye's most photographed landmark. This towering rock formation is the remains of an ancient landslide, and the hike to its base offers spectacular views across the Sound of Rothesay to the Scottish mainland. The landscape here is so dramatic that it's been featured in numerous films, including Prometheus and the BFG. Nice Point, Skye's most westerly point, offers some of the most spectacular coastal scenery in Scotland. The The lighthouse here, built in 1909, stands guard over dramatic cliffs and provides an excellent vantage point for spotting whales, dolphins, and basking sharks in the surrounding waters. Skye is also a stronghold of Gaelic culture, where the ancient language is still spoken and traditional music thrives. The island has produced world-renowned musicians and continues to be a center for Gaelic arts and culture. Visiting Skye gives you a chance to experience Scotland's Celtic heritage in its purest form. From the wild beauty of Skye, we travel to Glasgow, Scotland's largest city and cultural powerhouse. Once the second city of the British Empire, Glasgow has transformed from an industrial giant into a vibrant cultural hub that rivals any European capital. Glasgow's architecture tells the story of its evolution. Victorian grandeur stands alongside cutting-edge modern design, creating a cityscape that's both historic and contemporary. The city's Merchant City Quarter showcases some of the finest Victorian commercial architecture in Europe, while the Merchant City area buzzes with galleries, restaurants, and creative spaces. The Kelvingrove Art Gallery and Museum is one of Europe's great civic art collections, housing everything from medieval armor to contemporary Scottish art. The building itself, with its distinctive red sandstone architecture, is as impressive as the treasures it contains. Don't miss the daily organ recital in the main hall. It's a Glasgow tradition that's been enchanting visitors for over a century. Glasgow's music scene is legendary. The city has produced bands like Simple Minds, Travis, and Belle and Sebastian, and continues to be a breeding ground for new talent. From intimate venues like King Tut's Wah Wah Hut to the massive SEC Armadillo, Glasgow offers live music every night of the week. The city's UNESCO City of Music designation recognizes its outstanding contribution to global music culture. The Riverside Museum, designed by Zaha Hadid, showcases Glasgow's maritime and transport heritage in a building that's a work of art itself. The museum's flowing lines and dramatic interior spaces create the perfect setting for exploring Scotland's relationship with the sea and its industrial heritage. Glasgow's West End, centered around the University of Glasgow, offers a more intimate side of the city. Ashton Lane, with its cobbled streets and fairy lights, feels like a secret world hidden in the heart of the city. This area is perfect for exploring independent shops, cozy pubs, and some of Scotland's best restaurants. Glencoe, the Valley of Weeping, is both one of Scotland's most beautiful and most haunting locations. This dramatic highland valley carved by ancient glaciers offers some of the most spectacular mountain scenery in Britain, but its beauty is tinged with a tragic history. On February 13, 1692, members of the MacDonald clan were massacred by government troops who had been staying as their guests. This betrayal of Highland hospitality shocked Scotland and remains one of the most infamous events in Scottish history. The massacre arose from the MacDonalds' late submission to King William III, but the real reasons were more complex, involving clan rivalries and government policy. Today, Glencoe is a mecca for hikers, climbers, and photographers. The Three Sisters, Three massive buttresses of rock that guard the valley are among Scotland's most photographed mountains. The hiking here ranges from gentle valley walks to challenging climbs up peaks like Ben Nevis, Britain's highest mountain, which lies just to the north. Glencoe's weather can change dramatically within minutes, adding to its mystique. One moment you might be hiking in bright sunshine, the next shrouded in mist that seems to carry the whispers of ancient ghosts. This unpredictability is part of Glencoe's appeal. It's a place where nature still rules supreme. The valley is also rich in wildlife. Red deer roam the mountainsides, golden eagles soar overhead, and if you're lucky, you might spot a mountain hare or even a pine marten. The flora includes rare alpine plants that have survived here since the last ice age, making Glen Coe a place of international conservation importance. Stirling, strategically positioned between the Highlands and Lowlands, has been called the gateway to the Highlands. This historic city has witnessed some of Scotland's most pivotal moments, from medieval battles to royal ceremonies. Stirling Castle, perched on a volcanic crag, was one of the most important fortresses in Scotland. It served as a royal residence for Stuart monarchs and was the childhood home of Mary, Queen of Scots. The castle's Great Hall, recently restored to its original glory, gives visitors a sense of the grandeur of Scottish royal court life. Just south of Stirling lies the battlefield of Bannockburn, where Robert the Bruce defeated Edward II of England in 1314, securing Scottish independence. The modern visitor center uses cutting-edge technology to bring this pivotal battle to life, allowing visitors to understand the tactics and consequences of this crucial moment in Scottish history. The Wallace Monument, a Victorian Gothic tower standing 220 feet tall, commemorates William Wallace, the Scottish knight who led resistance against English rule. The monument houses Wallace's sword and offers panoramic views of the surrounding countryside. The climb to the top is rewarded with breathtaking vistas of the Forth Valley and the Highlands beyond. Stirling's Old Town, with its medieval street plan and historic buildings, tells the story of Scotland's past. The Church of the Holy Rood, where James VI was crowned King of Scots in 1567, is still an active parish church. Walking these ancient streets, you're literally following in the footsteps of Scottish kings and queens. The Cairngorms National Park is Britain's largest national park and one of its last great wildernesses. This vast area of mountains, forests, and moorlands offers outdoor enthusiasts endless opportunities for adventure, from skiing in winter to hiking and wildlife watching in summer. The Cairngorms contain 5 of Scotland's 6 highest peaks, including Ben Macdui, the UK's second highest mountain. The high plateau here is truly Arctic in character, with a climate and ecosystem more similar to northern Scandinavia than the rest of Britain. This unique environment supports rare species found nowhere else in the UK. The park is home to over 4,000 species of wildlife, including some of Britain's rarest animals. The capercaillie, a massive forest grouse, makes its home in the ancient Caledonian pine forests. Scottish wildcats, Britain's only native feline, roam the more remote areas. Ospreys, which had been extinct in Scotland for decades, have successfully returned to breed around the park's lochs. The Cairngorms protect remnants of the ancient Caledonian forest that once covered much of Scotland. These native pine forests, some over 700 years old, are home to red squirrels, pine martens, and a unique ecosystem that has remained largely unchanged for millennia. Walking through these ancient woods is like stepping back in time. The park offers year-round activities. In winter, Cairngorm and the Lecht provide some of Scotland's best skiing. Summer brings hiking, mountain biking, and wildlife watching. Autumn sees the landscape transform with golden colors, while spring brings the drama of red deer rutting season and the return of migrating birds. The park offers year-round activities. In winter, Cairngorm and the Lecht provide some of Scotland's best skiing. Summer brings hiking, mountain biking, and wildlife watching. Autumn sees the landscape transform with golden colors, while spring brings the drama of red deer rutting season and the return of migrating birds. The Isle of Arran, often called Scotland in miniature, offers a perfect microcosm of Scottish landscapes and culture. This compact island, easily accessible by ferry from the mainland, provides an intimate introduction to everything that makes Scotland special. Arran's landscape is remarkably diverse for such a small island. The northern part features dramatic peaks like Goat Fell, Arran's highest mountain, while the southern part offers gentle rolling hills and beautiful beaches. The geological diversity is extraordinary. You can study 300 million years of Earth's history in one small island. The island's 56-mile coastal path offers some of Scotland's finest walking, with each section revealing different aspects of Arran's character. From the dramatic cliffs of the north to the gentle sandy bays of the south, the coastal scenery is constantly changing. Seals, dolphins, and basking sharks can often be spotted from the shore. Brodick Castle, set in magnificent gardens, showcases Arran's aristocratic heritage. The castle houses an impressive collection of art and artifacts, while the gardens feature exotic plants that thrive in Arran's mild climate. The rhododendron collection is particularly spectacular in late spring. Arran is home to 2 whiskey distilleries, including the award-winning Arran Distillery. The island's pure water and traditional methods produce distinctive single malts that capture the essence of their island home. A distillery tour offers insight into the whiskey-making process and the chance to sample some exceptional drams. St. Andrews, the home of golf, is a pilgrimage site for golfers worldwide. The Old Course, with its famous road hole and Swilcan Bridge, has been challenging golfers for over 600 years. This is where golf's rules were codified and where the game's greatest champions have triumphed and suffered. But St. Andrews is much more than golf. The ruins of St. Andrew's Cathedral, once Scotland's largest cathedral, tell the story of medieval Christianity in Scotland. The cathedral was the seat of Scottish Christianity for centuries before being destroyed during the Scottish Reformation. Today, its ruins create a hauntingly beautiful silhouette against the North Sea. The University of St. Andrews, founded in 1413, is Scotland's oldest university and one of the most prestigious in the world. The university's ancient buildings, including the iconic St. Salvator's Chapel, give the town a youthful energy that contrasts beautifully with its medieval architecture. The traditional red gowns worn by students add to the town's distinctive character. St. Andrew's coastal location provides stunning beaches and dramatic cliff walks. The West Sands, made famous by the opening scenes of Chariots of Fire, stretch for miles and offer excellent walking and horse riding. The coastal path provides spectacular views of the North Sea and the chance to spot seals and seabirds. Our final destination takes us to the Orkney Islands, an archipelago off Scotland's northern coast that contains some of Europe's most important archaeological sites. These islands have been continuously inhabited for over 5,000 years, and their Neolithic monuments are better preserved than Stonehenge. Skara Brae, a 5,000-year-old Neolithic village, offers an extraordinary glimpse into prehistoric life. This remarkably well-preserved settlement, older than the Egyptian pyramids, shows how our ancestors lived, worked, and organized their communities. The stone furniture, including beds, dressers, and hearths, gives us intimate insights into daily life 5,000 years ago. The Ring of Brodgar, a perfect circle of standing stones, is one of the finest stone circles in Britain. These massive megaliths, some weighing over 7 tons, were erected around 2500 BC for purposes we can only guess at. The site's remote location and dramatic setting make it one of the most atmospheric ancient monuments in Europe. Orkney's wildlife is as impressive as its archaeology. The islands are home to vast seabird colonies, including puffins, gannets, and skuas. The surrounding waters teem with marine life, making Orkney a paradise for wildlife enthusiasts. The dramatic coastline, with its towering cliffs and hidden coves, provides perfect nesting sites for thousands of seabirds. From the sophisticated streets of Edinburgh to the ancient stones of Orkney, from the legendary waters of Loch Ness to the dramatic peaks of Skye, Scotland offers an incredible diversity of experiences packed into a relatively small country. Each destination tells part of Scotland's story, a tale of ancient peoples and modern innovation, of natural beauty and human creativity, of traditions preserved and futures embraced. What makes Scotland truly special is not just its spectacular landscapes or rich history, but the warmth of its people and the strength of its culture. Whether you're hiking through Glencoe, exploring Glasgow's music scene, or searching for Nessie in Loch Ness, you'll find that Scotland's greatest treasure is the experience itself, the way this land and its people make you feel. Scotland doesn't just offer a holiday. It offers a journey through time, a connection with nature, and an understanding of what makes this small nation such a powerful force in world culture. From the moment you arrive to the moment you reluctantly leave, Scotland will capture your heart and call you back. As the Scots say, "Lang may your lum reek, long may your chimney smoke," or in other words, may you always have a warm hearth to return to. And once you've experienced Scotland, you'll know that hearth will always be here, waiting for your return. This brings us to the end of our Scottish adventure. If you enjoyed this documentary video, please like and subscribe for new video updates. Thank you for watching and see you next time.